चेहरों पे थोड़ी सी स्माइल लाने के लिए। हमने लास्ट जो थी एपिसोड इसकी कोरोना वायरस जो हमारी पॉजिटिव पेशेंट थी उनकी हमने आपको लास्ट एपिसोड तो दिखाई, मुनीजा अरशद की, जिसमें उन्होंने हमें बताया था कि उनको कैसे पता चला कि कोरोना पॉजिटिव है, उन्होंने उसको कैसे फेस किया, हॉस्पिटल्स का क्या हाल है न्यूयॉर्क के, और किस तरह वो इस सारे से गुजरी। लेकिन एंडिंग हमने इस पे की थी कि असल चैलेंजेस तो उनको आ रहे थे। क्या थे वो असल चैलेंजेस? बिकॉज शी वॉज 8 months प्रेग्नेंट और अब आ गया था टाइम डिलीवरी का। एंड अब हम मुनीजा से पूछते हैं, मुनीजा कैसा आपको फील हुआ, क्योंकि आपने डिलीवरी करनी थी और अर्ली हुई आपकी थोड़ी सी डिलीवरी, और
Yes,
उसके बाद
almost a
आप
month.
टच नहीं कर सकती थी, फर्स्ट बेबी था आपका और आप उसको कडल नहीं कर सकती थी। आप बताएं ये सारा।
बिल्कुल। उस टाइम पे तो ये चीजें माइंड में ही नहीं आई ना, बिकॉज वो सिचुएशन ऐसी थी कि सॉरी वो यानी कि मेरी एक्चुअली लास्ट
आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, आप ये बोलते हुए भी आपको कितना वो हो रहा है। आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड एंड थैंक यू सो मच। यू आर अ ट्रू कोरोना वायरस, आप एक सर्वाइवर हैं एंड आई रियली सल्यूट यू, यू आर ब्रेव गर्ल। अल्लाह आपको
थैंक यू
सेहत
सर,
जिंदगी दे, आपके बेटे को सेहत जिंदगी दे।
थैंक यू सो मच। एक्चुअली मेरा जो लास्ट वीक बिफोर द डिलीवरी, क्योंकि मेरा अभी 37 weeks भी नहीं हुए थे, like it was the 8 month, like, and towards the end of the 8 month, I had severe swelling in my, like, एक होता है रेगुलर एडिमा जो होता है कि उसमें swelling of the feet होता है, लेकिन it's mostly when आप पाँव नीचे रखते हैं या you walk a lot या something like that, right? For me, it got so bad that मेरे thighs and ankles and feet swelled so much that I literally couldn't even walk to the restroom. I couldn't walk to the kitchen. Like, I'll walk to the kitchen and back, and that was it. Like, my feet already swelled up so much, would swell up even more to the point the upper skin started cracking, and it became numb and painful. So itna severe ho gaya tha, and all the time, all I was doing was raising my feet off. I mean, elevating my feet. So it wasn't the regular edema. And the thing is, the doctor suspected it was the coronavirus that was causing this inflammation. So it wasn't really, they wanted to diagnose me with preeclampsia. The problem was my BP, उसके लिए ये जरूरी होता है कि आपका BP भी high होना चाहिए.
अच्छा।
Now the problem was कि मेरा BP high नहीं catch हो रहा था. And they told me, क्योंकि डॉक्टर के ऑफिस तो जाने को वो इजाजत नहीं दे रहे थे. So I had to monitor everything at home. The only thing that I would do was, they didn't want me going to the ER, the emergency room, but that was the only option for me after, यानी कि, uh, for the few times that the conditions got, the conditions, I mean, ये सारी जो conditions हो रही थी, they got a little worse. So they would say, okay, just rush to the ER, let them check you out. But मैं वहां जाती थी तो बाकी चीजें ये होती थी, but ये जो क्या कहना चाहिए, जो हाई ब्लड प्रेशर था, they couldn't catch it, क्योंकि वो जब घर में मैं होती थी सुबह के टाइम पे हाई ब्लड प्रेशर होता था, शाम के टाइम पे it went back down to normal. So प्रीक्लेम्सिया में ये होता है कि आपका constant high blood pressure होता है. So they have to, and they have to catch it to be able to diagnose you with that. So जब भी मैं जाती थी, they couldn't diagnose me with that. But my high risk doctor and my OBGYN, both of them were of the mind कि ये it is related to the virus. So they were just waiting. Yeah, let's see if it'll go down. But that day, that last day, the day before the C-section, my face swelled up so much that I couldn't open my eyes. So it was literally like this. This was the only amount uh, of eye space that I had. So that and the thing is, both, I mean, my doctors, at least they gave me their cell phone numbers because I couldn't talk during that time. So all I was doing was texting back and forth. So my doctor texted, she said, go to the ER right now, let them actually go to the main labor and delivery section, and then let them perform all the tests and everything. So I just went because she said she wanted to catch the preeclampsia. She wanted to be able to diagnose me with that so that they could do further, they could take further actions, right? So and I rushed to the ER, and I didn't take anything with me, nothing in my mind. So I'm going there just for a regular BP check.
Right. And
I went there, उन्होंने टेस्ट किए, घंटे बाद आके मुझे आईवी लगाना शुरू कर दी. ओ आपको ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन हम देने लगे. And the thing is, क्योंकि वहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स अवेलेबल नहीं है, so they are the residents who are over there, लेकिन they are also
why
extremely
not
busy.
doctors, Maniza? Where are the doctors?
The doctors जो हैं उनको जो जनरल डॉक्टर्स हैं इस तरह के, उनको राउट किया गया है दूसरे अस्पतालों में जहाँ पे पेशेंट्स, ये कोविड के पेशेंट्स जो हैं उनको ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज दे आर हेल्पिंग देम. यस. और जो दूसरे डॉक्टर्स हैं, आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट आई स्पोक टू 3 other doctors, and they were saying that they're not allowed in the building, and so they're only doing online stuff. I guess because they're not considered, I guess, that important, compared to the other doctors which are dealing with this emergency situations. So anyway, so the doctor basically came at about like at night, and she said, you know what, we're going to have to do a C-section in the morning. That is the day I mean, the next day was the 37th week mark. So 37th week complete ho gaya, so we're considering it full term, but we don't want to take a chance because we don't know कि ये coronavirus से है कि ये उससे है. So right before that, they tested me for the coronavirus. They did the whole swab thing again. Still came out positive, and that is when I got really scared because I was like,
second time the test was positive.
yeah, and it had already been way over a month. It was, I think, almost 1.5 months. And so I was like, I don't know why. And I was already symptom free for almost a week. So I thought that it would be negative by now. But that is when I got really scared because I was like, okay, so I'm positive. I know my mom and the rest of them are positive, and I don't know what's going to happen to the baby. Like,
At that
but
point, who helped you?
at that time, I mean, none of them had any answers for me. They just said, look, we just need to do this procedure. We need to do it right now. It's going to be a danger for you and for the baby if we delay it any longer. But the thing is, it all happened so fast that it was like, and also I couldn't really focus on one thing at a time because also at that time they said, "Okay, aapko, you can remember, इन्होंने a lot of hospitals over here initially they said that the mother could not have any support person. She could not even have the husband there in the hospital, no one to visit. So until they get discharged, they won't see anyone.
So आपके husband तो alhamdulillah
he was that's the thing, they just changed. And then but then thank god कि I mean हमारा जो governor था उसने कहा this is not right कि at least one person होना चाहिए. It could be the husband, it could be the mother, it could be anyone. और thankfully ये उसी हफ्ते इसने ये executive order sign किया था. So for that I was really thankful. But then he also I mean कि वो फिर hospital वालों ने ये restriction डाली थी कि that other person has to test negative before he will be allowed in there.
So your husband was
negative? We were so scared because that's one thing that you can never be sure about. And if I'm positive and Khuda na khasta he's positive, then I mean
who will
that was
the baby?
Exactly. And how will they discharge the baby? Will they discharge the baby? And all these questions which no one had the answer for because every day the rules were changing. Every day ऊपर से different orders आते थे. Now even for this negative testing, उस दिन डॉक्टरों ने मुझे कहा कि अपने हस्बैंड को बुलाओ, उनको टेस्ट कराना है, नेगेटिव टेस्ट है कि नहीं. इनको मैंने बुलाया. You know, he's staying away from me also and the rest of my family because he's staying back home.
Like he wants, we also want to see him because I know he is a big support in all.
Yeah, but the thing is, by the time he arrived, उन्होंने नीचे कहा उन्हें कि sorry, अभी हमें ऊपर से orders आए हैं that it's okay if you test positive or negative, हम test ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. So that was another piece of and that was more stress for me also because now you don't know
that he is positive or negative.
Exactly, and he will be the only one allowed in the baby's room. And I won't be able to see the baby. I won't be able to hold the baby, not until I get discharged. And even then, it's...
What were your feelings जब आपको डॉक्टर ज़ाहिर है ने
उस टाइम पे I
I can
yeah,
understand. पर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह now
अल्लाह का शुक्र है।
all has gone. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
अल्लाह का बहुत शुक्र है। Yes, and I would say it's all
जब आपने पहली बार
with us.
बेबी देखा तो कैसा क्या लगा आपको?
I mean, of course,
है ना?
उस टाइम पे जो फीलिंग होती है, it's just undescribable.
ब्यूटीफुल बेबी बॉय माशाल्लाह.
Exactly. Thank you.
योर हस्बैंड वाज़ आपके साथ थे.
हाँ जी, thankfully.
तो कितने दिन आप हॉस्पिटल में रहीं?
I was there for 6 days actually, but I was in isolation, couldn't touch the baby, couldn't see
But
the
your
baby.
husband was allowed to touch.
My husband was allowed to touch, but he wasn't allowed in my room either.
Oh my
So,
God.
and
देखिए
that was the stupid part because they kept saying कि my husband isn't allowed in my room, even wearing a mask or anything. But they were going to discharge the baby with me the day that I left, even though I tested positive, and they won't test again for me. And
oh
I kept fighting for the fact that I needed to test again just to see if I'm negative.
yes.
But they didn't do it. And the reason, so illogical, was that, because a lot of patients who are testing negative are coming back as positive.
Oh my God.
So
Then
that,
you were stayed nearby the hospital, right? For how many days more?
sorry?
आप हॉस्पिटल के करीब ही फिर कुछ दिन और रहीं.
Yes, I mean, I booked a hotel because I didn't want to go back home because I know that everyone is positive over there. And the thing is, they weren't testing me. So I didn't know if I became negative yet or not. And even though I didn't have the symptoms, but I mean, it was a scary time. But when they discharged me before that, that was my last, क्या कहना चाहिए, my backup plan. And that's exactly what I did in the end. We booked a hotel near the hospital. And I mean, the three of us, because when they discharged me, they had to discharge the baby. So we took all precautions, and
and
actually,
then you were tested
it was,
again.
sorry?
फिर आपके दोबारा टेस्ट हुआ.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल. I mean, during that whole time, it's like,
You got the great news, right?
exactly, thankfully.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह माशाल्लाह. So आपके
बिल्कुल.
हस्बैंड क्या सपोर्टिव रहे हैं सारे जर्नी में?
Of course, you know that more than anyone.
बट मैं लोगों को आपके मुंह से बताना चाह रही हूँ.
No, he has been a great support. I mean, if he wasn't there, I don't know what I would have done. But
So that's so nice to hear that mashallah everything has gone. आपके घर में आपकी फैमिली भी अब सारी out of that?
yeah, just my sister, she's still in the
But she's
W,
in separate house.
but she's in a different, yes, she's in a different place.
अल्लाह
But
ताला आपको भी सेहत अता करे. हम जितने देख रहे हैं सबसे कहेंगे दुआ करें. And you are a brave girl, and of course definitely वो भी उतनी बहादुर होंगी. बस अल्लाह ताला और आजमाइश में ना डाले. And really it was a great courage to share your story with all of them. So आपने बेटे का नाम क्या रखा?
Muhammad Zubair Ahmed Gill.
माशाल्लाह जी माशाल्लाह. Very nice. हम आपका बेबी देख सकते हैं?
अभी तो वो इधर नहीं.
अगर उसका मूड अच्छा, of course I can understand. But
अभी तो नहीं, क्योंकि अभी वो रो रहा था, तो अभी मैं वो पकड़ा रही हूँ.
दुआएं वेल विशेस आपके साथ हैं बेटे के.
Thank you.
अब मुनीजा कोई मैसेज जो लोग देख रहे हैं जो लाइक इससे सफर कर चुके हैं या खुदा ना खास्ता कर रहे हैं या नहीं भी कर रहे, उनके अंदर एक फियर होता है. ठीक है, पता नहीं कोरोना हो गया तो लाइफ एंड हो गई. लेकिन मेरी फ्रेंड कल आई थी, वो यूके में डॉक्टर, उसने कहा था 98 to 99% लोग रिकवर करते हैं. और आप एक एग्जांपल हैं हमारे सामने. आप लोगों को क्या कहेंगे?
I would say हमने यहाँ पे भी ये बहुत सी चीज देखी है कि a lot of patients, even my dad, I mean, not talking about, I mean, other families or other people, but even my dad, he was so scared. Like he would say, take me back from the hospital. And it was a scary time because जब हम उन्हें वो लेके गए हैं, they admitted him, and my brother was positive. My brother tried to go visit him. He tried so many excuses. He's like, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कोई translator नहीं था, मेरा को, I mean, total pain में थे, he couldn't understand anything,
Oh,
but they didn't allow anyone to visit him. So it's a scary time. Like he had to deal with it all on his own.
hello.
And he kept all, जब भी हम फोन करते थे वो नर्स के थ्रू फोन करवाते थे, उनका अपने फोन भी नहीं उठा रहे थे because he was so weak. And वो नर्स के कि वो जब उनसे बात करते थे वो एक ही डायलॉग कहते थे, मुझे यहाँ से लेके जाओ, मुझे आप लोगों ने यहाँ अकेले छोड़ दी है. Because everyone is scared of
Yes, yes.
that because of all these stories. लेकिन this is what I'm saying, it's not every case is the same. I mean कि ये नहीं है कि आप कई जगहों पे जैसा इनको चाहिए थी वो ट्रीटमेंट उस टाइम पे, उनको यानी कि एंड thank God कि I mean कि he got better with it. So it's not that every case that goes to the ER is I mean critical.
बिल्कुल.
तो और ये है कि I mean we've seen so many other success stories, but I've seen that a lot of people over here, they're just so scared to go that they're not even taking that initial step to even contact a doctor or even to confirm that they have that or some other kind of virus. And this is something I would advise everyone to do. Right now, I don't know if, because I know the media has not been sharing this information, but abhi jo hai, a lot of urgent cares, they're offering this coronavirus tests, because यहाँ पे basically shortage of test is the number one thing that is causing all these issues. Even around the time that my husband tried to get tested, he couldn't get tested. They just started right now. I know CityMD is one of them. AFC is another one. So, or I don't know if I'm saying the name correct, the AFC, but just Google, and in your area, I know Northwell Health is another. These urgent cares are now offering tests, and even if you don't have insurance, just go and say you don't have insurance, it's free test. And if you have insurance, they'll just charge your insurance.
Okay.
So this is something that is coming up, but I know that it's
okay.
So if you, I mean, if you suspect anything, just walk in and you'll get tested now. It's not the same as before where they're saying that it's no more testing.
स्टार्ट में मुझे भी थोड़े सिम्टम हुए थे, तो बिल्कुल स्टार्ट में वही फेयर था, क्या होगा, मुझे अंदर रख लेंगे, क्या होगा. They tested me, alhamdulillah. So
that's good. Allah ka shukar hai.
Yeah, लेकिन वो
But that scared. Yeah, that does scare you. That's true. But
मैं
the other option,
तेरी मुझे मत छोड़ के जाओ इधर, वो तो चले गए मुझे छोड़कर, लेकिन बात ये थी कि वो कहते अब आप इधर ही रहें. मैंने कहा आपको यहाँ से कहीं आगे ले जाएगी, वो डरा रहे मेरे घर वाले. अब आप आगे जा रही है.
But at least everyone should get tested for it, even if you have a minor. क्योंकि हमें जब हुआ था, literally, I never had fever. My maximum fever was 100, and that's not fever. It was just a slight body ache. That's it. मेरी अम्मी को fever हुआ था, and she just had body ache, but it was also for 2 days, and that was it. So it wasn't. It was. We were, even when we set up the appointment for her, we didn't think it was really that.
Okay.
And in the back of the mind, we're like, okay, but my brother was really adamant. He's like, doesn't matter. We just still have to. And we went through mobile testing sites. So one thing, and the other thing I would advise, if you think that urgent cares you think you're more prone to, I mean, getting some other kind of virus, even if not this, then just go for the mobile testing. Just call them up and just say you've been in contact with someone who was a carrier of this virus or who had COVID-19, and you'll be given priority and you will be given an appointment.
Very good advice. जो मेरा ख्याल है यूएसए में देख रहे हैं, पाकिस्तान, इंडिया में आई डोंट नो क्या है. डेफिनेटली अरेंजमेंट्स हैं, तो अपने डिले बिल्कुल ना करें. विटामिन सी इनटेक बहुत कर लें, राइट? मुझे विटामिन डी भी बहुत हेल्प आउट कर रही है. आई डोंट नो विटामिन डी.
I mean, frankly, I don't know. हमने तो नहीं वो किया, लेकिन ये है कि हमें इस चीज का तो हमें एक्सपीरियंस है, क्योंकि this was something that, like I said, I mean, my dad went through. He was given that, and he did recover. And my mom, same thing with my mom. She was giving that too.
Okay.
So हमने वो results देखे हैं. So I mean, I can't say for anything else. Okay. I know there are
precautions. Wash your hands. Stay inside. अभी लॉकडाउन हट जाए तो मेरा ख्याल है मुनीजा बहुत ज्यादा एकदम बाहर
बिल्कुल, you're right. And especially right now, the worst thing I think they're doing is, I mean, कि जो reopen कर रहे हैं prematurely, and
That's the worst
it's
thing.
not just those states, but दूसरे states से लोग interstate travel करते हैं, and then
That's the worst
they
thing.
just carry back whatever it is. So the cases are bound to rise. And also कि अभी इनके ये Memorial Day आ रहा है, and then
Yeah.
all these other holidays जिसमें ये get-togethers होंगी.
होंगी और बिल्कुल आई होप ये चीज पूरी दुनिया से खत्म हो. Once
बिल्कुल.
again, thank you so much for joining me, sharing your brave story with all of us. और मेरे चैनल स्माइल विद सारा के लिए आप क्या बोलेंगी?
You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much. सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए मेरे तो बहुत सारा प्यार जुबैर के लिए हमारी तरफ से, मेरे सारे जो सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं सबकी तरफ से, और बहुत सारी दुआएं आपकी और आपकी फैमिली के लिए.
Thank you so much, Ji. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
तो हाँ जी.